density comes up next, and he calls this many gods.
Polytheism is the worshipping of many gods. Syncretism is the blending of different beliefs, and necromancy is the conjuring of dead spirits. There are many gods and many ways to worship them. There are many spirits and many ways to contact them. There are many powers in this world and many ways to access them. And you think it's cool to combine them. You think it's cool to dabble in the dark, play with dead spirits and spells, seek forbidden knowledge and power, manipulating reality and distorting the natural sanctity of life's normalcy. You say you believe in God, yet you worship many gods. Call it syncretism and diversity, and I'll let you know that this is confusion and distortion. You think this is enlightenment and rationalism. This is not, because the fruit of this inner conflict stems from the leaves of deception, stemming from the branches of corruption, a corruptible seed of distraction. And the effect is a fruit of eternal condemnation. It's been ages playing with hellfire, seizing with sulfur. You are inviting demons that you can't control. It will drive you crazy and steer you out of control. Mercy this. There is no mercy in this. This blazing fire. And I spotted bet you that in this tremendous heat, your skin will surely get burns. Mercy this. Burns. The unrighteous, sexually immoral, idolaters, swindlers, faithless, murderers, the faith in polytheism, spiritism, sorcery, necromancy, magic, the conjuring of dead spirits, and syncretism, the blending of different beliefs. How long will we continue to journey to the west and stop these monkey games? The Bible warns us not to worship the creator rather than the creator, not to mix Christ with the Antichrist. It's like forming an heterogeneous mixture of two immiscible substances. The end product is suspensions. Don't just be the passenger that flips the passage, be the messenger that carries the message. Silence is golden, but being silent about the truth, that is not golden. So let's untie these gold medals and become men of God, not men of gold. And become men of God, not men of gold. Energy, they say, can neither be created nor destroyed, but can be transformed. So don't conform to the standard age of this world. With that same mental energy, renew your mind and transform. Since inception, the only historic truth he had ever made in the divine Guinness Book of Records is pathological lies. So take these lines with the acronym devil, demonic evil, violently incubus, and lawless. Is the darkness of evil, is the devil. So don't be fooled by his deception. Succumb to his allurance, enslaved by the bondage of sin, and become ensnared by the handcuffs of mental shackles. There is only one God. He is true and holy. He is the creator and the Lord of history, virtue, mystery, and mastery. So why follow any other God? Prefer to fellowship in the soup of darkness to the light. Form a partnership business with the Lord of lawlessness over the Lord of righteousness. Indeed, a spiritual dryness at its very peak of fineness. A lightless, sightless, Christless, and lifeless. You are the best, not the worst. Don't settle for less. Christ paid and bought us at a great price, and the profit percent of this cost price was never a loss. Rather, it led to the genesis of the Christian movement, one with the greatest potential power of great profit, which today has made us priceless. I remember, I have a story in JHS 2, moving to the 9th class. We wrote an entrance exams. The blue band was a given threshold. Now, because this is kind of position. Brother, I became 9th. And knowing that Christ who made me his wife, I was relentless, spreading the bread of life. Now, see my life shining like the sun, so bright that the electromagnetic radiations can burn the enemy's eyes. Come together. Let's hail the almighty and powerful gardener with these gardening tools, sharper like any double-edged sword, edit by cutting. Trim the edges like with pruning shears for stream, and share the post with joyful cheers as we continue to work around the analog clock to tick-tock this challenge. Jesus, the Lord of hosts, let's toast and boast. This is holy. Don't just scroll and ghost. It's awesomeness. Let's boast. Forget the tales in Aladdin or Shrek. If the shoe fits you, wear it Cindy and rise to the oil of glorification as we fish out to one day meet the Prince of Peace. How can you be in him and not insecurities when in him is security? How can you be in him and not dissatisfaction when in him is satisfaction? How can you be in him and let the words and let the making standards through life when is the words making standard through Christ? When is the words making standard through Christ? He is a reason for the season. This ain't hunger season. With him, let's reason. Jesus is Christ. In him is sweet and spicy, not crisis and spices. So don't be bribed and enticed with politism. You face corruption. Don't be aroused with spiritism. You sink yourself in deception. Don't succumb to his flirtatious tactics. You fall like Adam into temptation. Don't be seduced by necromancy and magic. You will surely get an orgasm. A reiteration of 10 meters per second square gravity. You will surely fall to the complex food chain of syncretism. This analysis is not sexicized, ladies and gentlemen. But in hell, that is where you see men. In hell, that is where you see men. A heavenly knot on a 90 degrees latitude is an almighty apex God. In him is a divine solitude with an angle of our eyes elevation. Let's lift our hands in exaltation. Worship him with all gratitude, a selfless servitude, and a positive attitude. He is the only God, the worthy. The only God worthy of praise. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm density, mass, per volume.